COWABUNGA! Hey guys, and welcome to another ClayClaim tutorial. Today we are going to create Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have been such a huge fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles since I was in kindergarten. Well, there was one problem, that my parents didn't allow me to watch the serial as I was too small as a child, and so I had to wait a few years to watch it. Nevertheless, I'm still a big fan, so let's start focusing on the minifigure we are creating. I choose Leonardo because he is the leader of the Ninja Turtles, and we will start with him. I hope that you want to see the other turtles as well, so I have a reason to create them. Meanwhile, we are already finished with the head of Leonardo, and we can start creating the, what's it called in English, blindfold, something like that. And well, so he is recognized as the blue one. Let's add some pigmented spots to the head and maybe to the other parts as well. Once they are finished, it will let the skin look real. I decided to attach the arms very closely to the body, so we won't need any wire for them, but for the legs. As Leonardo had been working out lately a lot, I'm preparing the muscles. Yeah, looks nice. It makes sense to create hands and arms out of one piece, so you don't have to attach them later. Make sure that the other arm looks the same, also the same amount of muscles on both sides. Or maybe he's using one arm more than the other, but I think he has two swords, so he's a two-handed Ninja Turtle. This is how I put the wire into the legs we are going to prepare. And after that we can put everything together. Of course, make sure that also both legs looks the same. Maybe add some muzzles for the details, and then we can start creating the shell. I have looked at some pictures of turtle shells, and I recognized that there is a pattern of different type of brown colors. So what I'm going to try is I take some darker brown for the base layer and put over that I put some brighter brown. And you see when I start cutting the pattern right onto the shell that the darker color can be seen right under, and it looks very real. And after that I start adding all the scratches from all the fights Leonardo had been in, and it looks amazing. I really like that one. Of course, there's also some shell on the front part of Leonardo, and well, this is a bit unrealistic, as you can see the muzzles, although it's a shell, but never mind. I use some darker clay to emphasize the muzzles. And after that we start preparing the shoes. I think in the original series the turtles aren't wearing any shoes, but in the movie from 2014 they are wearing some kind of handmade shoes. Handmade cause it looks like they put together two different kinds of sport shoes. And so I also started putting together different kinds of clay pieces that it looks very rough. And now you're wondering, what the heck is he doing with the bandage? Well, welcome to the ClayClaim dirty tricks of clay tutorials. I used some bandage and put clay into it, and after that it really gives a great look for tiny bandages Leonardo is wearing around his wrists and the legs. When you look closely to the movie poster, you see that there are some tiny details on the wrists as well. And I'm fixing everything with the bandage. Use some silver clay for the weapon piece things on the hand. What's that for? Well, I think it is some kind of protection when he's fighting with the swords. This is dirty trick number 2. I use an old boxer shot of mine and cut out some pieces. And look what it's for. And this is how you get the samurai style. Just adding some details to that. Which movie did you like the best from the Turtle series? For me, the one from 2014 was the best, the one with the animated characters. This movie really rocks when it comes to realism. For Leonardo's belt, use an extra long piece, so we can wrap it around twice or even 3 times. This is my favorite part while creating this figure. Onto Leonardo's shell on the front, there's another kind of protection, another shell. It's hanging down, and so I add some rope as well. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just another piece for the gear. And we can fit everything together. Now only the head is missing, but I think as he is a turtle, he can put his head inside the shell. So we can tell the people that the figure is already finished, only the head is inside. As a child, I had a tiny action figure. It was Raphael, I think, and he could put his head inside, and when you squeeze the feet, the head would pop out. Maybe you even know that action figure. It was from Mattel, I think. Almost finished. Just putting together everything we did before. Don't forget the back part of Leonardo. Preparing the knot. Adding the shell, and now we can bake him. And here he comes, right out the oven. I start painting with the transparent polish, because I think the skin of turtles is always a bit wet and shiny. When putting a clay figure into the oven, I always think to myself, oh my god, I really hope that the figure don't fall over and that the head is not falling down. So it always is a surprise if it goes well or not. Look at the swords, they are too curved, I really screwed on that. So I decided to start all over again. I really hope that you did it right the first time, so you don't have to bake them twice. So this is how it is done right. What is your favorite Ninja Turtle weapon? Mine are the nunchucks from Michelangelo. So I think if you like, I will do this one, the next character. Prepare the second sword. It's black. One is brown, one is black. But this is one detail which changes with the kind of movie or series. So it's always different. Instead of drawing tiny dragons and ninjas and something like that, I just did some rough work with the silver clay. And hopefully it looks like if it's very detailed. Well, last step, we have to glue the 2 swords together and put them on the back side of Leonardo, so he can fight with them against Shredder. Or his gang was called the Foot Gang, right? Another time I use my old boxer short. And COWABUNGA! It means we're done! I really hope that you enjoyed the Let's Clay with Leonardo. I had a lot of fun creating him. If you want to see the other 3 turtles of the gang, just leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.